Okay, this has been the Tao Te Ching.
Unchanging. It's how the name that can be named is not the enduring and unchanging. Unchanging. It's how the name that can be named is not the enduring and unchanging name. Named is not the enduring and unchanging name. Name that can be named is not the enduring and unchanging name. Having no name, it is the originator of heaven and earth. Having a name, it is the mother of all things. Always without desire, you must be found. With its deep mystery, we were changing. It's how the name that can be named is not the enduring. Having a name, it is the mother of all things. Always. I've tried and I'm not finding it.
Yeah, I think it's actually under Boy King.
Just those two words
I
together.
think so. There might be something else there, but I think it's just Boy King. If you go under Boy King, you'll find me, I'm sure.
Okay, well then I'll search again. I apologize for not getting back to you sooner. I've been trying to work on that. I wanted to clear that up. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you for that informative piece of it, of material about Canadian.
And I do encourage you, Scott, to check out that link and subscribe to that particular YouTube page or whatever it is. Lots of great games. Lots of old and recent Grey Cup games. So, and many of them very, very entertaining. Like I said, this last year, 50% of the games came down to the last 3 minutes. So that's like basketball. You know, the last
Amazing.
The last 3 minutes of the game can. I mean, you get a minute, and a lot can be done in the Canadian Football League because it's just that way designed. So that's the nature of that game. The 3 downs, it makes for there's a lot more kicking involved, a lot more run backs, stuff like that. We don't have fair catch. No, it's not fair up here. You got to take your chances, man. So,
You got healthcare, but no free, no fair
that's
catch.
right. No fair catch.
I love it.
If you get smothered, well, then the healthcare is there for you.
I love it. Always good to see you, Andrew. Thanks, buddy. Let's go over to.
I really wanted to get back at Steve. So, he actually had like his heart muscles isn't.
You mean your neighbor, not me. You mean your neighbor, right?
You said.
No, this is a gift, but it's a gift that keeps on giving. Thanks so much, RPG. Great to see you on the stage. Let's go to my friend Les. Les, would you like another Fresh Five? I know you spoke the last hour, but it's a new hour. Would you like to share anything?
Oh, no, thank you. Again, I appreciate you, hosting this GoFundMe, because this is one case where we know where the money's going to go.
Yeah, it was Reverend Scott that said, let's have a telethon, or pardon the pun, a chorathon on the show.
I'm dating myself, right? You and I are old enough to remember the Jerry Lewis.
I said, yeah, let's do it. I had a feeling Cora was going to be somewhat resistant because Cora is very proud, but I asked for her permission. She said, okay. So we did the GoFundMe, and then it was Reverend Scott who said, well, let's kind of do like a telethon. It was Reverend Scott's idea to do this today.
Uncle Steve and I putting our diabolical minds together. I mean, it's amazing, Uncle Steve. Amazing what we can do when we collaborate with our heads, with our hearts, and this community has been great. By the way, just a quick update: we're at $1,034, over halfway to the goal. This is amazing. The nieces and nephews have really been stepping up, and I'm proud of you, nieces and nephews. Way to go! I really appreciate you.
And by the way, I saw Bam's $100 donation. So as of now, he is the first person to get dinner, unlimited food, unlimited drinks with Uncle Steve. And Bam has my, is Bam still here? Have dinner for two, my treat, yeah.
Amazing. I love it. All right, let's go back to Music AI. Music AI, how are you? What's going on? Would you like to? What do you want to talk about?
I would love to read another 60 seconds, for the room, if you might. I mean, so many opinions and facts and beautiful statements, but I just want to read a book because I'm in a book club. Is that okay if I read another 60 seconds, Miles?
You can take another 60 seconds, absolutely, sure.
This is where I left off. This is a meditation, so take the deepest breath of the day. Hold it for 10 seconds. Know ye that never does power have its beginning in that which is below. It doth ascend from earth to heaven, even as Hermes saith, and from heaven it descendeth again to earth, as also he hath it. Actually, I'm going to go to the next page. Always then is aspiration, like the reflected image of the sun in a glass, which if it striketh straight into the eyes, seemeth to be the sun itself. No man riseth to Ruach by his own power, yet many delude themselves concerning this, and from that delusion spring up many weeds of error. Know ye that the least of thine impulses towards what seemeth to be above hath its source in that same above. Avoid error by keeping fast to this. Nothing in the levels of Yesod and Malkuth ever can or doth set power into operation. These are but as glasses, and the feelings and interpretations of the spheres of desire and intellect directed downward toward Yesod and Malkuth are as spectators watching a mirrored reflection wherein all is the reverse of the true images. In the physical universe of Gupf is the breaking up of the one into the four, which are the basis of the many, and to Malkuth is the Gupf attributed, because the Gupf cometh to perfection but by the formation of bodies on Clown House. It is written that Cather is in Malkuth, and Malkuth is in Cather. Adonai is not the kingdom of this world's illusion, and the bodies of the servants of Adonai must be freed from that illusion, ere they may serve as transparent channels for the light which descendeth from above. The law of Adonai is other than the laws of men, for in the laws of men hath entered confusion. This must needs be, since mankind still remaineth a work finished, yet be on the guard, ye who seek to be numbered amongst the sons and daughters of the true Clown House Israel, lest ye mistake the half-formed concepts of an earlier stage of growth for final truths. The great work directeth itself always toward the building of the temple of...
Let's wind it down here, Congressman. Let's wind it down.
Okay, here we go, everybody. That has been your Clown House Hypnosis Meditation. Health, wealth, love, peace of mind, happiness, and strength. Remember, all communication is gnosis hypnosis. Hypnogonosis.
Good luck on the campaign trail. He's working hard on that campaign trail.
Reverend Scott, did you just give him a first-class escort down the red carpet to the VIP?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I did not give
That's
him
right.
any.
He's still there. Yeah.
He's still there. No escort. He's working the campaign trail quite hard, Steve. By the way, we're now at $1,059. Amazing. Money keeps pouring in. Please support Cora. If you haven't done it already, we're asking you just please lighten the load a little bit. She's been such a blessing to so many of us. So if you can find it in your heart, if it's in your budget, and you can help her out, we are thrilled. Uncle Steve, are you ready to come back into the campaign?
Yes, Reverend, I am.
Did you get a little tequila sunrise?
Yeah, I got a little something. Let me tell you that. And
I like it.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, I like it. I like when you little gas with me.
Yeah, a little gas in the tank. And as Reverend Scott did say, we have raised $1,059. Anna Cassidy, 25. Tamar Tesler, 25. Scott Jones, 25. Richard donated 25. Lois Hockey, 35. Les donated 50. Dr. Francine donated 50. Wendy Lyman donated 50. Bam donated 100 and gets dinner and drinks with me. Jeffrey Steinberg, 100. Ivanka, 25. Sterling Ash, 50. Larry Kress, 30.
Reason followeth after love, and when reason would enslave love, then is reason but a tyrant, punishing itself with what it trieth in vain to enslave. Love cometh first, as thou mayest see in tarot, where the empress cometh before the emperor. Without love, reason is sterile, for love is the genetrix of true imagery. Reason can arrange, reason can harvest, but the harvester weareth also the mask of death. So this thy strings, the wind of the spirit moveth ever, and soundeth night and day the melodies and harmonies of that eternal song. Hath to do with hearing. For what else is Vav but the heart of the word? And is not Vav at once the special of Ben, the son of the sign of hearing? This thy body, O child of earth and sky, is truly the heavenly vision of the goodness of the eternal. This thy body is the palace of the king. This thy body is the manifested world of God and man. This thy body is the seamless robe of Adonai. For I am thy Lord, and the Lord.
Whatever it is he read, I don't know.
So Uncle Steve,
Yes, please, Richard. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna comment.
Save us, Richard. Save us.
Well, I found he's such kind of a delightful voice. It's kind of like going to a play. But yeah, let's move on. Uncle Steve, I want to comment on what you said about that AI is going to replace our work. As a counter to that, look what's happening here. A group of people in cyberspace have coalesced to work together to help each other, and I think that when the same kind of collective sort of ethic to help each other is going to prevail in this time, while jobs are, and I'm talking to several people because I work in high finance, as you know, and what I'm understanding is that job transitioning is being handled very carefully. Companies that are laying people, they give them whatever their vacation money that they had coming. They're paying them as long as they.
Well, they're required to by law.
I understand, but they're being very supportive and encouraging them. By all means, don't forget to go and collect your unemployment. Companies are being, it's kind of proactive. They understand that jobs are being.
It's also mitigating risk, so it hopefully they don't get sued for unlawful.
Heaven and earth do not act from the impulse to be benevolent. They deal with all things as the dogs of grass are dealt with. The sages do not act from any wish to be benevolent. They deal with the people as the dogs of grass are dealt with. And is not Vav at once the special letter of Ben, the son of the sign of hearing? This thy body, O child of earth and sky, is truly the heavenly vision of the goodness of the eternal. This thy body is the palace of the king. This thy body is the manifested world of God and man. This thy body is the seamless robe of Adonai. For I am thy Lord, and the Lord of his temple are one.
Thank you very much, first class escort to the VIP. Well, I guess.
Do not act from the impulse of any wish to be benevolent. They deal with all things as the dogs of grass are dealt with. The sages do not act from any wish to be benevolent. They deal with the people as the dogs of grass are dealt with. May not this space between 'tis emptied, yet it loses not its power. 'Tis moved again and sends forth evermore. Much speech to swift exact from the impulse of any wish to be benevolent. They deal with all things as the dogs of grass are dealt with. The sages do not act from any wish to be benevolent. They deal with the people as the dogs of grass are dealt with. Emptiness, which are difficult to procure, is the way to keep them from becoming thieves. The town that can be trodden. Supposed to be benevolent, they deal with all things as the dogs of grass are dealt with. Behold in TV is it concealed. For thee is it the H atop also. And thus is it made clear. Man, dislike hands is near to the top.
It's amazing because I like reading books and I like music and I like publishing, but now I finally have the perfect ability to just mass create and recreate all the stuff I'm doing that no one wants to see and put it in music, hypnotic, like ultra form. So I'm very excited about this new opportunity to spam the world with John Kitover music. And as a producer,
It's a very cool tool. I'm excited to see what you come up with.
well, I'm excited to see what we come up with because this could be a viable business endeavor where, because of the power of hypnosis and using the right lyrics, you possibly have the perfect tool for MK Ultra or mind control hypnosis. And we have that ability, not just on Clownhouse, but all these platforms to mass upload very hypnotic content. That's what I've, been really trying to study. It's basically filmmaking theory, and it's creation theory in a way.
No, it's beautiful, but unfortunately now I have to go. But I'll be back in a few hours. But keep it up.
Okay, farewell. Okay, thanks for coming here, everyone. We have been mass creating content.
I only have souls, and I the not thine but mine, is the power of attention, of observation, of discovery, of the discerning, of sequence in the operation of legend, all this and
So I'm also going to upload these songs to my profile. Merc. Is that a mercenary?
just the good old. Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. It's all he never saw when it's all in the cause. I used to think you'd never graduate crazy for saying that men have superior. Then I wish we could hear. But I better wrap up because we're out of the story. Need to make this one very quick, especially the city is reserved this road for a large group of illegal aliens coming in from Busy Google, the way to do it for
Your phone really doesn't want to stop playing music. Gotta restart that motherfucker. Pushing these phones to the limits.
Give me an example that said don't smoke. You can't.
Had sort of a spiritual evolution, you know, from this. You really had hope for
If
a
I was sitting in
national
Gaza,
security.
if I was sitting in Gaza right now, would I be shit stuck?
What year did you guys leave? Did you guys leave like 2003, 2004, like around the intifadas? Like when?
Yeah, in the early 2000s. I mean, it wasn't all at once, so kind of my dad went scoping, and then kind of like it was a, you know.
Saw the writing on the wall. You're like, this is going in a bad direction. Understand why you sort of have this nihilistic view today, given that, you know.
I have a nihilistic view. I understand what the Zionist project entails. Everybody who knows about wait, the Palestinians.
They believed in it so much they moved back to a war zone, right?
No. My parents and their parents, the Palestinians who are actually from, again, you need to understand, the PA is foreign to us. It came, these are the refugees. Arafat and all these guys are the refugees. They're from Lebanon and wherever. And they were thrown into Tunisia. And then Israel brought them out of the freaking grave in exile in Tunisia and came and put them over us. Why? As a result of the
48 refugees? There are 48 refugees? They were like expelled?
The refugees, they from different time periods. But refugees, nevertheless.
Right, okay.
So there's different kinds of refugees. There's internal displaced and then external. These guys are external. They're not internal. So are
you more sort of radical, to use a not an ideal word, than your parents? Like, did your parents, were they upset by the intifadas? Did they think that was like a...
And your presence. We know how they see us. We know they see us as a demographic threat. We know we know that they understand that this isn't just Palestinians. This is an Arab thing, and not only just an Arab thing, it's an Islamic thing, at least on a MENA level, like Persian, Turkish, Arab, and Amazigh. So we're all gonna, when it comes down to bashing on Zionists, we're all one on one. We're all hand in hand on this.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna disagree here. So we're all be like, yep, we'll join the army that's like ready to take on Israel. But there's a strategy too. We don't need to do this. There's a lot that needs to be taken into context, especially like since 1948 and 53 and 67 and 73. So all this, the current attitude of the Arab states is based on understanding that history. We don't repeat the same mistakes.
You know what I like about you, Cynic? Like, I think, on the pro-Israel side, there's a lot of sort of McCarthyism in terms of, like, views that are acceptable to express as a Jewish person, right? Like, if you steer from the talking points, you're a capo and a Nazi and a traitor and an anti-Semite. And I think on the Palestinian side, too, there's a degree of McCarthyism where there's a very narrow set of sort of, in the West at least, political nuances that you're allowed to espouse. And I think the Palestinians I know that live there have obviously much more complicated and nuanced and diverse positions because they are living in like a, they're more pragmatic and they're living in like a more dire situation that requires them to...
Clubhouse wasn't like this. Even Prince, even Yael, when she was actually sane. Back in those days, it wasn't like this. I was the extreme element. The Western pro-Palestinians were literally practically liberals and sitting on stages and I was the radical one. And now my way has been kind of normalized, and they are either forced to jump on board or be alienated. This was something I told them during COVID, like, there's going to come a day where we are going to give it to them. And I told them this, and I told everybody this. And when that day comes, no one cry, because these guys, and this was during when Shireen was killed, when the journalist was killed. I told them, this is all going to be paid for.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure that this is paid for. And so October 7th happened, and guess what? What happened in Gaza is going to get paid for. Nothing is going to change this. And guess what? The Israelis know this. That's why they want to get rid of us. And that is the right move. If they can do it, they do it. Because guess what? We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah. Your worldview is super
The
fatalist.
position we're in, we're forced into it. No,
and a lot of it is informed by your religious sort of
Buttercup, it has nothing to do.
Your end times fantasies.
No. It's not fantasies, and nor do I believe in the specific eschatology. I am not espousing it's important to know your enemy. I'm telling you, my enemy is insane. My enemy is important to know your enemy. I'm telling you, my enemy is insane. My enemy believes that this is end time. So I need to treat him. We can park outside of contact. We can park outside of contact.
Iran threatens people. Iran does say fucked up, does threaten the West.
Iran doesn't. Iran says death to America and death to. They want the sanctions removed. They want to do business like everybody. They just don't want to be subservient to any sort of U.S. foreign policy or Israel or even the Russians. They don't want to. Which is absolutely
like a mother's embrace. The earth sway, that steady tune, a dance of the song, the pour of the moon.
Is that Big Lock?
A cosmic duet, all balance sublime, all balance sublime, and in that sky we softly sing, finding our place in the song they breathe. A tree with roots unseen, profound. Its branches stretch where stars are found. Mercy leads with a tender sigh. Severity answers, sharp and dry. Balance night and days. In the middle whispers, calm and free. A harmony that glows. Tree with roots unseen, stay. Together they balance the night and day. And the middle whispers, calm and free. The 10 lights shine, chalkless tune. Finest depth, the thoughtful moon. Oh, the 10 lights. By the mystic you Shadows that chill, even unfathomable whispers that haunt. Not to cry. Also inspired to the light of the spirit. Okay, so my suggestion is, I don't know. The dust to the door. Heaven and earth do not act from the earth do not act. Deep and unfathomable emptiness of a vessel. Behold in TV is it concealed? Give me the sign of the old.